Good morning. I know it's not Monday, it's Tuesday, but we were out for Labor Day yesterday, so here's your belated weekly book talk. I actually finished 2 books this week, so yay, that's more than 0. The first book I finished is one I had started reading a while ago, and then my time ran out on it and it expired, but I got it back and was able to finish the last little bit of it up. It's called Places No One Knows by Yovanoff. And I really like this author. Everything I've read by her has been great. She's usually a little bit more fantastical than this particular one. This one is kind of like a contemporary romance with a little bit of supernatural thrown in. There are 2 main characters. The girl main character she's kind of hooked up with this toxic best friend who's always kind of telling her backhandedly, you're not doing this right, or things like, I just really hate short hair on girls, which the main character has short hair, so obviously that's aimed at her, telling her she's not doing the right thing. But she's trying to live her life in such a way that in public she's doing all the right things. But she feels like 2 different people. She's a daytime person and a nighttime person. At night, she does not sleep, ever, okay? She lays awake, and eventually she'll get up and go for a run. She's on cross country. She's at this point run so much that the skin is peeling off of her feet in big pieces, and it's a problem. Okay, it is not good, and she's having to take a little bit of break from cross country. But anyway, she starts doing this sleep hypnosis to try to get to sleep, where she'll light a candle and then count backwards as she's watching the candle. But instead of going to sleep, she actually physically transports to wherever this guy is, this other character who we go back and forth between the 2, and the guy has been in love with this girl for a while, but she's never known that. So they come to know each other, and then other stuff happens that I'm not going to tell you because then you wouldn't have to read the book. But so again, supernatural element, love story. The rest of the story is fairly realistic. There's a lot of talk about family relationships and the social structure of high school. But I really enjoyed it, and hopefully someone else will too. I will be buying it for the library whenever we do our next book order. My other book that I read came across this in the collection last week, and I thought, you know what, I'm not sure if I really want to keep this or not. It kind of looks gross. I've moved it a couple times. It's probably going to go into classics, actually, even though it's sci-fi, because it's been around since 1955. Invasion of the Body Snatchers might sound familiar to you. They did make a movie of it. The premise of the book is that the main character is a doctor, and several people in a row come to him saying, I don't know how to explain this, but my uncle looks like my uncle, sounds like my uncle, but he is not my uncle. I've talked to other people. They verify same guy, but he's not the same guy. Something is different. And then several other people come in with the same complaint. My dad is not really my dad. My wife looks like my wife, acts like my wife, but that's not my wife. My kids look like my kids, but they're not my kids. Something is wrong. So they refer all these people to a psychiatrist who blames it all on mass hysteria. Says, people have heard this story and now they're saying, oh, that's me too. That's also what's happening here. But of course, it's not. So if you haven't seen the movie or read the book, I won't tell you exactly what's going on. But it was very interesting to read and catch all the little period, 1950s cultural details, like, for example, oh, you're stressed out, have a drink. That's the answer. Everybody have a drink. Woo! Okay, we're fine now. We can deal with this situation better now that we've had a drink. It's interesting to go back and read how things like that are different from today. Today, that's not usually our answer for everything. Also, the dynamics between the male and female characters are interesting. And also just some of the things that they say in the book were really, to me, still relevant, okay? Still relevant today, whereas some of that other stuff, not quite so much. But it definitely pulled me along. It was not boring, I didn't think at all. Nice kind of understated scariness. So if you're interested, we'll have it here in the library. That's all I really have for this week. Hopefully I'll get some books read this week as well. We did a little spot about the book club, so if you haven't seen that, go watch it. I won't tell you again. So have a nice week, and we'll see you on Thursday with a tip.